E3 here with a daily update. Thank you so much for your prayers, your support, as I fully heal the glioblastoma, family lineage karma, any past errors. Well, in a sense, it's all fully integrated and healed right now on the inside. I've never felt happier, more integrated, more myself than ever. And I've also never experienced so much pain and challenges. So it's a really awesome combination of different realms to be experiencing. So it's, I feel lucky because a lot of people have unconscious fears, disconnection patterns, passive machine mind thoughts. So thoughts, images, sounds, feelings that are not supportive of a person's unique vibration, but they're filling up the consciousness. So I'm really, really grateful that I had many years of training. I wasn't quite aware of it, but I think sometimes I'd get so into different practices. Yoga, belly dance, if you don't know. I studied belly dance with India's #1 dance teacher, Payal Gupta, for around like 10 months in Bangalore, India, and Mumbai. And that originated a few years prior on Maui. I had an ayahuasca ceremony with a shaman, saw myself belly dancing after never doing it my whole life. Then through a bunch of synchronicities, I had an opportunity to visit India. And while in India, I Googled dance classes or belly dance, I don't know. The first studio I found was Payal's Dance Academy. So that was a few years ago. But the point of me sharing that is that, yeah, you could say I'm close to death. Well, not very close. But at the same time, I guess on a 3D level, I do have there's the glioblastoma in the brain. Point being, there's the extreme pain that I'm in all the time in this moment. I might not look like it, but that's pretty painful. Besides the stuff that's going on the inside of the body from all these head surgeries and radiation and chemo and seizures and all that stuff. So you could say on the one hand, there's the extreme pain, limitations, things like that. But then on the other hand, the dreams in my heart of creating music, art, dance, deepening yoga practices, doing a lot of writing. I love writing. I'm a great writer. Helping people in whatever way I can. So all these dreams are still very much alive in my heart. And this has been a big practice of mine, and maybe you or a lot of people are going through something similar. That and then as a collective, that we are becoming more aware of the, you could say the shadow or the disconnection patterns or disconnection from nature or great spirit in our world, in our communities, in our relationships, in ourselves. And also what's happening, there's higher frequencies coming through each of us individually, in our families, in our communities, and in the world at large. So, break out the popcorn. Because we're each helping each other right now, I believe, energetically. I'm doing my part, bearing my own cross, and what does that mean? For me, it means, well, it'd take too long to describe, but Spirit showed me what's called the 11 foundational principles. They are something that I have run away from for many, many years. And I'm going to write about it and share it with people. And actually, I have written about it a few years ago, but then this is one of my disconnection patterns that I've healed, but that was there for many years. I would create something, criticism would come in, self-sabotage, running away from the creations or literally destroying them. For example, for many years I made daily YouTube videos, which I wish I did not delete, but then I would delete them, get self-conscious and feel like I'm not good enough and all these old stories. So what's my point in sharing that? My point is that, this has given me an opportunity. Well, actually, part of what I wanted to share before is that I spent many years doing all these trainings, and I think my soul knew that I would have this experience. So I feel very, very prepared for what I'm going through, in a sense. It's like I'm prepared and completely not prepared. In many ways I'm prepared, but it requires extreme presence. Like I've never had seizures my whole life. So then after the brain surgery, radiation, and chemo, from all that inflammation, it aggravated seizures. So I had to learn in real time, how do I calm the seizures using my mind, using other modalities. Even though I was taking the seizure medication, especially right after the brain surgery in October 2019, I was having seizures. So I had to listen to my intuition and my body and put my head under freezing cold water. That was the only thing that calmed the seizures, even though these so-called professional doctors said, just take the seizure medication and you won't have seizures. Don't worry about it. So yeah, this has been a great practice, following my intuition. And so I spent many years kind of doing all of these different practices, which helped prepare me for what I'm going through now. And then this moment is preparing me for the next moment. So yeah, I just wanted to share these things with you. I'm praying that my experience can help other people. Like, what am I actually doing? Well, I feel like this is all part of God's plan for my own life and to bring whatever love and gifts I have to the world. Like, I feel like having the brain cancer and head infections, yes, plural, multiple head surgeries, and all of this stuff happen. You could say it's like, in a sense, I completely created this. Like 100%. My soul and my ego manifested the conditions for the glioblastoma in the first place. And it's possible that this is the exact thing that will lead towards my highest life's happiness, health, prosperity, and purpose. And it's possible that it's also in complete alignment with God's highest purpose for myself and for the many, many people that I will bring positive energy to. So I'm trying to balance out both of those energies, like taking full responsibility for my creation in this whole experience, but then also, okay, let's say even if I did create it, and it was because of fears, and it was because of unhealthy food choices and thoughts and actions and unresolved trauma and stress, even if I did, or even if all that is the case, I believe that I can still transmute those energies into something beautiful. And that's what I'm doing my best to do. So it's a balance of like, I don't want to bypass my role in this, but I also don't want to beat myself up and be in victim mode, but I also don't want to bypass the dreams in my heart. Yes, if I could do anything in this lifetime, what would I do? I would continue shamanic training and move into my own form of, become my own form of shaman with Om and his teacher Maestro. I would, well, if I could have anything in the world, I would finish my dance training with Payal. That's what I really want to do. And if that doesn't happen, trust that there will be a different form of dance that comes through. I want to deepen many other practices. I want to be part of the new earth that's being created. Like, I didn't come here just to flake out in my own life, and then also like for what's happening in the world. I didn't come here just to see the world go to crap. I came here to bring love, to bring light, to bring unique vibrations, to help other people connect with their unique vibration, and to be connected with the earth. What else do I want? I think it's important because especially with all this pain and stress and near death so much, like, see, my mind and my heart is so strong that I've had to be humble and kind of go back and forth between both realms. For example, if I'm in extreme pain, like when I woke up this morning, just trying to use my mind to calm the pain, to stop the body from shaking from the pain, and then to center myself, feel my unique vibration, do the E3 affirmation. I am embodied. I am empowered. I am ecstatic, just as I am. So do that in the morning, just in my own mind, and then kind of brace myself as if I'm going into the deepest, darkest, most intense battle of my life. And then just taking one step, getting out of bed without falling over. What else? But yeah, there's a deep part in my soul that believes like amazing things are going to happen. Really amazing things. Like I'm not saying this it's not an ego way, but I believe I am a very beautiful, special person. So I'm trying to trust that, and that great spirit, my unique vibration, nature, thank you, tree, are supporting me. I'm kind of repeating myself, but I feel like all of us are going through something similar. We're letting go of old energies that we don't need, that we don't even really want. And there's a dream in our heart for something beautiful. I believe we all have amazing dreams in our heart that are more real than anything else in this lifetime. The love in your heart, the dreams in your heart, and so yeah, part of what I want to do is create. And then I bump into all this pain and limitations, and then go back to the creations. So I'm grateful to share this journey with you. More pain could come. The tumor could get even bigger. The new tumor that grew in the brain. Anything could happen. But my practice is to stay connected to my unique vibration, my unique flow state, and my unique life purpose. And I'm doing my best to follow my intuition. Part of my intuition told me to make these videos and to share them with people. And to try to be as present as possible. And to not be selfish. Well, what does that mean, to be selfish? Well, what I mean to say is to follow my unique vibration and share it with others. So, some of these things are hard to put into words. So, oh, and also, I want to be some sort of healer. I already am, but even more so. Like real healing. Bringing together different energies to bring healing. That would be super fun if I could do that in my life. And bring heaven to earth. I believe heaven is a frequency that is here now. That's why I call it my unique vibration. We each have a unique vibration. You could call that heaven. Sometimes it lasts one snap of a finger, which I'm almost able to snap on this finger. This is my left hand. This is the side that's getting like losing function. So yeah, that's something I've been trying to follow since I was a child. That dream in my heart of bringing together heaven and earth. And then the trauma and stress and fear and addictions and disconnection patterns came in. Then met the shaman. Then you could say things got worse, but they didn't really get worse. They just learned more about the reality of my own life. And then there was a few years of finally integrating, and then discovered I had brain cancer. So it's all beautiful and perfect. It's all part of the shamanic journey. And that's one reason, even though there's fear every day, there's extreme pain every day, there's stress every day, there's the unknown every day, there's the mystery in my own life, and let alone this world that we're in. But then, like that the voice of love in the heart is still there. Do you feel it in your heart? I think we all have that voice, and I feel like that's part of what's happening in the world. Jesus is coming back in the form of a vibration, a consciousness that we are gaining access to. The lower vibrations, the darkness, the disconnection patterns, the passive machine mind energies, there's more light being brought to those energies. And it's like we're going through a deep cleansing right now. But we have to do it. We can't do it. Like, it has to be done. We have to do both, I believe. Bring in like clear energies, but also keep on bringing the light. We can't try to fully clear the darkness first, if you want to call it that. And then decide, okay, now the darkness is out, I'm going to bring in light. I think we need more finesse and intuition in this process, individually and as a collective. And then, of course, integration that's where it's at. That's like, I haven't studied Jesus too much, but I feel like that's Jesus's message. Integration, seeing the others as part of ourselves and loving the others as part of ourselves. So yeah, that's definitely what I'm doing, because like, believe me, part of me would love to do a long, deep cleanse and many other practices, but I have to be I have to do things very intelligently. So I think these principles apply on the psychological and energetic realm, and individually and collectively, that trying to do things intelligently and intuitively is very important right now. And doing our best to not let fear initiate whatever we're going to do or not do. That's something I'm still working on. So, yeah, there's so many beautiful practices for me in this experience, and I'm grateful to share them with you. It's kind of a long YouTube video. I hope this is helpful. I don't really have an agenda with making these YouTube videos or sharing my story with people. I feel this vibration in my whole being, and I'm trying to follow it. At times I was kind of hard on myself in my life because I felt this. Like, imagine feeling God and feeling your unique vibration, feeling all of this creativity and love and angel energy all the time, and then not having the language or the way to channel it, and the criticism. So that's something that I've really had to integrate, and it feels really, really good that I have. Of course, I have a million blind spots, I'm sure. Well, I'm probably not sure about them because they're blind spots. But sorry, I forgot what I was saying. So yeah, it took many years I feel like this is part of what I'm going through. It's like, you want to know the truth? Can we handle the truth? I don't know. I don't know if I can handle the truth. I think so. But it's like having compassion. I think that's part of what I'm trying to say is I've had to develop a lot of compassion for myself, for other people, for the world we live in, but especially for myself. At times I've hurt myself, ran away from myself, ran away from, oh yeah, that unique vibration that I felt since I was a child. Like, I feel it now. It's hard to put into words, but it feels like love, it feels like happiness, it feels like home, it feels like connected to my life purpose. So the point where I'm at now is I want this whole experience of the brain cancer, all these challenges, to lead towards good things in my life, and also to help other people do the same thing. It's kind of simple if you think about it. There's the sun. Yeah, so it's like I'm going through an extreme case of what many people are going through right now, and I'm doing my best to, you could say, bear my own cross, which means being present with like what we don't have control over, being humble, and then doing our best to transmute the energies, whatever that means to you, transmuting the pain into more supportive energies. My mom was waving to me. She's probably like wondering, what's he doing out there for so long? Yeah, and then with the brain cancer, it's like I'm trying to put out the energy. I'm going to live a long, healthy, happy, abundant life, but on the 3D level, I could leave this body tomorrow, in a few days, a few weeks. The glioblastoma is a very aggressive form of brain cancer, and it's already there, and there's a regrowth. So the original tumor took many, many years to grow, many years of stress, trauma, unhealthy foods, negative energies, maybe family lineage trauma. All of those things went into the tumor, and it took many years to grow, to turn into those stage 4 brain cancer cells. But with the new tumor regrowth, that started out as the stage 4 brain cancer cells. So if that grows more, it would happen a lot quicker than the 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or 20 or however many years the original tumor took to grow. I'm just sharing that because this is people tell me, well, yeah, anyone can die at any moment, which is true. In my position, I have kind of a cool opportunity to face death every day, all day, in a very real, painful, tangible way. And it's not even like, well, I could die, I'm going to make the most of life, I'm going to have a great day today. It's not even quite like that. I have these dreams in my heart that have nothing to do with the cancer and the death and pain and everything. So that's something I want to follow, these dreams of creativity, health, happiness, nature, community, prosperity. Follow these dreams unconditionally. Like, what do the dreams in our heart have to do with fear and the craziness in the world? I believe that in many ways they don't. They're always going to be there. They're always going to be our best friends, those dreams in our heart. And we can use the dreams to support us in our life. It's kind of like that childlike state that I think a lot of us have forgotten about. So lucky, I remember. So now the goal is to heal the body, continue to grow the mind and the heart, and to have faith and to follow the dreams that are still there. Share them with people, help other people do the same, and then peace. I'm going home, back to heaven. But until then, I will be in heaven right now. So easier said than done in my situation. I'm trying to make it a win-win-win-win situation. If I have another seizure today, which is extremely painful and very unsafe, just brush the dust off my energetic shoulder, follow the dreams. If I leave my body tomorrow, I trust that the dreams in my heart will continue. So either in this life, in this body, or in the next body, the next life, whatever form my unique vibration takes, I am going to continue to follow those dreams. So with that being said, I'm grateful to be outside in nature. It's like 12 months of being inside 99.5% of the time. I am grateful to be able to use my left arm a little bit. The hyperbaric oxygen therapy helped immensely today. And I am trusting and praying that funds will still be available to continue those treatments. Super expensive, super helpful. So yeah, there's those, I guess you could say, ego fears. Something else. I want to heal and be prosperous, and I want to help my parents in ways that they've helped me and other family members. I mean, it's so easy to be prosperous enough to help other people, and that's what I want to do. So that's one of my goals. Okay, so I think that's about long enough of you listening to me speak. So yeah, this E3 affirmation, it's a name that my shaman gave to me. E3 means embodied, empowered, and ecstatic. And I do this affirmation not because I want to or because I don't want to, but it's just another practice that helps me connect with my unique vibration. And my prayer is that just like a butterfly's wings can create a tsunami on the other side of the planet, my prayer is that this affirmation can bring positive energy to every cell in my being, to every human being on all realms, to the plants, to the animals, to the earth herself. And this affirmation may help bring great spirits' love into this human realm. Okay, 3 rounds if you'd like to join me. This is how I do it. I kind of just do it. And the idea is to awaken a real smile, not like a fake smile. And you can't force a real smile. So sometimes I would do the affirmation and maybe I wouldn't have a real smile. But that's okay. Just do the practice and then let go. Then do it again the next day. Many other ways to use this affirmation. I mean, I miss so much exercising. Normally I could be sitting here going to a handstand easily. Then sometimes one hand handstand, do splits for a long time. Sometimes I would do coaching sessions with clients while in a split. So you can multi-layer practices. So you could do this E3 affirmation while you are doing a yoga posture or making food or whatever. So that being said, 3 rounds if you'd like to join me. I am embodied. I am empowered. I am ecstatic. I am embodied. I am empowered. I am ecstatic. One more round, make it a good one. I am embodied. I am empowered. I am ecstatic. Just as I am, just as the situation is, and may you be as well. E3 here, wishing you well.